Hey Leo, what's up? Thanks for dropping in with me. We are going to do a dive into your collective energy and see what's coming in for you, what messages want to be delivered by spirit so you can take full advantage of the opportunities and situations that you find coming up on your path and the best way to move forward in order to be moving forward in the most empowered way. Okay. So let's check it out. This is for any significant Leo placement, or if you happen to have a prominent placement in the fifth house. Also, if you are an Aquarius rising, that makes you a Leo descendant. So let's see what is coming in for Leo spirit. What does Leo need to know at this time? We're opening with the super awesome future deck here. Just to get a baseline, and then we'll see what calls in for using the clarification cards. All right, let's just ride this out and see what is the message that Spirit wants Leo to receive at this time. It's coming in for Leo. Okay. All right, so there's a friend group that you're having some troubles with here. These are people that you used to think were really loyal, and now you're starting to question your loyalty here to this particular group of people, or are they loyal to you? There's something here that just seems to be falling out of alignment. There could be a lot of masculine energy involved in this, okay? So I don't know if this is some kind of group, club, team, you know, if you're into sports, it has that kind of vibe. I'm just feeling that with, like, you know, the fez hat and the sort of Masonic kind of reference there. So this could even be somebody that you do like spiritual work with, all right? Maybe you do manifestation work or magic work. This could be like a circle of people you gather with to do workings with, okay? I'm trying to think of all the different associations with this, but you get this. It's got kind of like club vibes. It could be like a bike club, something like this, all right? This is something you used to really be invested in. And I feel like, you know, there were three people here. I'm picking that up, you know, very strongly. It's coming through very strongly in the imagery, and it's really resonating. There's three people here that used to really be on board with each other, but something's fallen out of alignment. You're questioning loyalty here. Something's not feeling right. I feel like something happened in this situation that really just like rubbed you the wrong way with this coming in reverse. And I don't think this situation is resolved yet. I think you recently pulled yourself out of this situation, and now you're kind of like trying to get your bearings a little bit, but something is being released here. You're recognizing that, you know, these aren't the friends or the allies that you thought they were. All right, let's see what's coming in here, Leo. Let's get some more details. This could even be a band, okay? It's got that vibe. It's some kind of group, a group dynamic, of like working on a project with a group, something like this, okay? This could be a living situation involved in this. We have got the house here. Yeah, this ain't right. Whatever this isn't right, Leo, okay? So we do have a house situation involved here. This could be a family dynamic. This could be like a roommate situation. Again, it's a group of people that, you know, you work with on a regular basis, you interact with. There's a certain level of intimacy there. And certainly you can even experience that in a work dynamic, right? When you've really made close relationships with people and there can be this camaraderie, it can start to feel like the family away from home. But something started to feel a little off, a little weird in this situation, you know. Yeah, the storefront all looked, you know, looked up to par, like anybody looking at the situation from the outside would think it's business as usual. But you knew what was going on behind the scenes, and something was really feeling off here, okay? It just hasn't been feeling right for a while. There may have even been some arguments that have come in around this, okay? And we do see, I mean, look, we got the Leo energy here. There's a lion here, all right? We do see that, you know, this energy is in reverse here. You may have felt like somebody was really trying to like take you down to size. I got that. Like maybe they were trying to, you know, dim your shine or in some way create a scenario that was like a blow to your ego. Like it's almost like somebody wanting to put you in your place. Maybe your star was too much on the rise, or maybe you were having like a lot of success in a particular area, or you were feeling really good about something you were bringing to the table in a situation. It was like, nope, you know, don't get too big for your britches. Like it has that kind of like a competitive vibe around it. I think this really like didn't feel good to you. Okay, we have the rats here. All right, so something was exposed to you about somebody taking unfair advantage in a situation. You felt out of the loop. There's that 3 energy again. There could be one person in particular who you really felt ripped off by in this situation, or like they ran away with something that was supposed to be yours. Like you felt very duped in this situation. And, you know, there's some kind of compromising agreement, arrangement that was made here. You may have seen it at first as, you know, it's a little bit difficult right now to make this agreement, but I know ultimately it will pay off because, you know, we got like, we're connected, you know, we're connected on a soul level. This is like taking somebody's promise at face value and then realizing that, no, this person, you know, was really just all motivated by their own self-interest, what they could get out of a situation. In a living situation, this could be like somebody just like straight up like moved out in middle of the night and left everybody else hanging for that portion of the rent. Okay, I could see that like in a roommate situation. This could even be like somebody moving out, they stole stuff from you. All right, it's got that vibe. This could be a lover, you know, running out in middle of the night, you know, and just like ditching you. And you come home from work and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, where's all their stuff? Where did they go? Right. All of these different elements. There could be like kind of a ghosting situation involved here. It affected your ego, like it wounded your pride. It felt embarrassing in some way. This could also be coming through. It could have been related to, you know, a relationship. Maybe you feel like, you know, their friends helped them out with this too, you know. Their friends. Oh, I just accidentally said your friends. Maybe you found out your friends were helping them out with this. Maybe your friends were helping themselves. Okay. Did you have interference in a relationship because of friends? Friends too involved in your business? Maybe you found out friends were encouraging this person to ditch you or something. Okay, that could be a possibility too. There's some agreement you made here and it felt like a good idea at the time, but you realize now that it's really got you in a pinch in this situation. Somebody's forced your hand. And it doesn't feel good because all of this energy came in reverse. It's definitely something that's giving you a new view in this situation. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could be dealing with somebody born in the year of the horse in Chinese astrology. We got your energy here too, okay? Masculine energy coming through very strong, okay? Somebody maybe you used to view them as like the king of your heart, or head honcho, like the one in charge, you know, the one who calls the shots. And this person in your mind, you're like, I don't see them the same way anymore. It's like there's something that's been revealed to you, and it's because you felt really like taken advantage of in a situation, or like somebody like dimmed your shine or dumbed you down, or, you know, in some way eclipsed a moment of success for you by putting themselves, you know, front of the line. Something really like not cool happened in this situation, Leo. All right, let me do a cut of the deck. Yeah, look at this. We got bottom of the deck, broken mirror energy coming in here. So you could feel like you dealt with some bad luck in this situation. I have to bring it in because this could also be like, you know, boomerang energy from workings. If you do work on that level, maybe you did some workings and those workings didn't come from, you know, your highest consciousness, let's say. You know, maybe you didn't think about the different people that could be affected by some workings and it ended up kind of like backfiring. Because I do notice, you know, there's like a need to look in the mirror in a particular situation. What you're saying is bad luck. Is it really bad luck? Okay. Maybe you think somebody did something to you. Maybe you think somebody threw some magic your way. Is that the case? Or is it a case of, you know, maybe you got yourself in a crossed condition? All right. So a crossed condition can come about when you believe something that for you to believe it is actually like a negative manifestation for you. All right. Because what you're believing is actually not in alignment with the truth at all. And because you believe it so strongly and you're so invested in this belief, it actually kind of takes on a life of its own. And then it does have power over you because you believe it so much, it becomes your reality. So if you have a really strong belief that you're like, somebody's got to be like throwing magic at me, they're putting obstacles in my path, they're working against me, and that's why everything's going wrong, you end up actually crossing yourself. So it's like you kind of like put this hex on yourself because of your belief. Does that make sense? Okay, that's what a crossed condition is. It's when you actually believe something to be true that isn't true, and you end up casting that on yourself. All right. Little trickster medicine there coming up on the path. I do feel like you feel like this is like some kind of like bad luck. For some of you, not all of you. Okay, but this is coming through for somebody just because that Leo energy did come in reverse. You may know that you did something that at the time, even when you were doing it, you're like, I shouldn't be doing this. I know I shouldn't be doing this. And yet you kind of got caught up like in group mentality, maybe because you had people encouraging you. And so you sort of compromised your values and you got involved in this thing. And you may actually consciously acknowledge, like, I know that I'm dealing with this because this is sort of like coming around for me to like have to own my actions. So you might also feel a bit of that. All these different elements coming in here in this situation. Let me do a cut of the deck here. See what we got, Leo. We got the attack. Okay. So there is some feminine here, and it could be somebody that you share, you know, as, you know, that you have a mutual partner, sexual partner in common, right? That's how it's coming through. Or this could be somebody, I mean, there is this connection. When I think of praying mantis on the attack, I mean, the praying mantis only attacks after she is mated, okay? Then it's like off with your head, okay? So there's this energy here. You may have an intimate partner in common with somebody, and somebody here is on the attack. Maybe they're finding out about this. This is something that was hidden. That could be a possibility too. It caused problems in a home. It caused breakup in a home because somebody was fooling around with, you know, somebody's friend was fooling around with their person. Okay, that's possible too, right? Woo, that just flew on my lap. Oh yeah. This has created a lot of instability with the anchor here, and it's also caused some real trouble, suffering here. Look at this with the illness. This is in reverse. So this may be like, this could even be like somebody knew they were moving incorrectly in the past. They weren't doing the right thing, but maybe they were dealing with just kind of like an unhealthy dynamic or some quality that needed to be transformed. This wasn't coming from the best of intentions. It created a lot of instability in somebody's living situation. And now they got somebody that's like on the attack that wants, you know, they want some answers because something's become illuminated for them, right? I don't know. I do get this piece like you might have gotten yourself involved in a situation where you thought everything was under control. or maybe you were reassured that everything was under control by the people you were involved in this dynamic with, but things got messy because of some shared intimate connection. And because of that, it seems like that was really running the show, or was some kind of motivating force in this situation. It ended up creating a big mess. It could be that somebody is just now like really having illuminated for them what happened in this matter, and the person who's being put in a loop is now on the attack. Okay, this is somebody that didn't know this was going on behind their back, right? They didn't know. They didn't know that they had a couple of friends who weren't being real with them, okay? They didn't know. I think they're both getting put in the loop right now, that the person that they share in common, okay? Whoever this character is, all right, that's messing around with your friends, or that you're messing around with them, and you have a friend in common or something like this, okay? It's the central figure here that's the issue, right? It's the central figure here that's the issue. This is a little bit of a messy situation that's coming to a head. I can see it in a work dynamic too, but if it's a work dynamic, it's a work dynamic where somebody had romantic involvement with somebody that they worked with, okay? And whoever this romantic interest was, they have a friend in common, and that's what creates the problem, okay? Somebody who was basically cheated on or had some interference in something that was already earmarked for them, and there was kind of clandestine agreements made to swipe this away from this person. This person's being put in a loop of this situation, and it looks like they are going to be on the attack about it. So you'll know if you're the one being put in a loop around that, or if that's coming your way. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it could plan out either way. It's a collective read, so you know, this often happens, and sometimes cross-watcher energy comes in very strongly as well. So you could have a lot of cross-watchers, Leo. That's also possible too. Let's get really clear here. I'm going to pull out the black and white glow-in-the-dark tarot for you and see what we got. Yeah, there's some blocks that need to be put in place in this situation, because I feel like there's a little lack of clarity going on here. It's necessary for you to sort of like protect your energy. I feel that. Like, get into your own energy and don't be distracted by what anybody else is doing at this time, because there's really a need for you to get in touch with your own emotions to really feel out what's going on here. There's something that you need to see more clearly, that if you involve other people in this, it's only going to muddy the waters and make things more confusing for you. So let's get some more details of what's going on in this situation for Leo. We know that you have some kind of group dynamic where there was loyalty and you thought you could trust people, but you're starting to realize you can't, right? You're starting to realize you can't. And there could be a messy, like, intimate connection in the mix of this. That's what's adding a complicating factor. It could be an intimate connection you and a friend share, and this is what's really causing problems. But one of you doesn't know about the fact that it's shared, right? Or maybe they suspect, but they haven't had any proof. I feel like proof is coming into this situation, and that's what's stirring everything up. Okay. There's also the piece of the partner, okay, the intimate partner that is, you know, the common denominator here is the one who's kind of like being sneaky and running the show. So it's like one of those things where you think somebody has allegiance or loyalty to you, but they actually don't. They're just all about themselves in this situation. I feel like that's a quality that's being revealed here too. And where this is a work situation, like somebody is running off with the bag and they're not keeping to their financial agreements in this regard. It's creating problems, and somebody's on the attack here. Yeah, whew. This is a tower, all right? And with this tower being in reverse like this, it's like, how can I put this? This is how it's coming through. Where you thought a tower was going to be delivered to somebody else, it's actually being delivered to you. There's like a wake-up call moment here. There's also some peace here about you knew it was going to go down like this. I don't know why I got this, okay? Maybe you had some kind of like just nagging feeling, like your intuition was trying to tell you something, or perhaps there's something that happened in the past, because I'm getting like South Node energy where you're like, this happened before. I already went through this. I knew it. I knew it. I don't know why I got that vibe with this, okay? So maybe you felt like you shouldn't get involved in something. You had some kind of warning. You ignored your own warning, and now it's playing out. And even though it's like you knew it, it's still shocking. And it's almost like, I think you got into a situation where you really did start to develop that trust in a situation. And so the fact that you let down your guard and you did get to that place where you were able to trust this, even though you doubted it initially, and then to have, you know, the revelation that, I was right. It was right from the start. It's like something you're having a really hard time letting go of. Like, there's something about it that's very difficult to process. Okay. More details for Leo, please. How can Leo best deal with this? What is the best way for Leo to deal with this situation? Stop sneaking around. That's how it's coming out. Page of Swords in reverse. Stop sneaking around. Stop. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Something needs to be cleared up here because everything's garbled. The communication's garbled. You know, there's this piece here about stop sneaking around, stop pulling the wool over your own eyes, stop sabotaging yourself. This is Page of Swords in reverse. So where something was hidden, nobody knew this was happening, this is coming out into the open here, right? This could be like some kind of online activity that's been going on and something is revealed online. You know, this could be keeping an eye on somebody's, you know, profile, keeping an eye on what they're doing online. This is like spying on a person online. This is, you know, hidden messages online. I get a lot of online activity with the Page of Swords. But when the Page of Swords is upright, you know, it's something that's like strategy, you know, and it can be keeping an eye on things, but not in a destructive way. When it's in reverse, this is unhealthy. So you could have somebody that's really keeping an eye on you or is too up in your business and is being really secretive, or you could be playing this role. You got to pick what side you're on in this situation. But where this was hidden, and I feel like it has to do with communication, and maybe when this person is like outed, they're like, ugh. You know, they have no way to really explain themselves. They can't really justify their actions, and you know, the evidence is there too. So I feel like something that was hidden is being revealed, and there's no way to deny it, and there's just a need to own up to it. It is a tower, and it's something that, you know, someone thought wouldn't be discovered, but it is coming up. And it really points to the disloyalty, and especially within a group dynamic, a social circle, a circle of friends, right? Something coming through here. Let me do a cut of the deck on this for you, Leo. Okay, this very well could have something to do with a work dynamic here with the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely work. Okay, this is definitely around work. It's definitely around, you know, something you were involved in where there's, you know, money changing hands in this situation. Work dynamic very, very strongly coming in here. Yeah, there's something that you have not been able to see in this situation. Your view has been very much obscured in this situation. You have not been able to get a clear view. And you may not be totally privy to all of this yet. This may be something that's coming forward, something that's being illuminated, or somebody in this situation isn't aware of this. They're not aware of how their work was negatively impacted or potentially interfered with online. That could be coming in as well. All right, but something is going to be revealed here. And there could be a key player involved in this situation, and that is an emperor. Could be an Aries, could be a Taurus, all right? But this is somebody who is calling the shots. And they might be coming to defend somebody in this situation with the Seven of Wands, who's dealing with a lot of conflict in this situation, all right? And a lot of competition, all right? So we do have somebody in charge here. This could be a boss figure. This could be somebody who really, you know, they have some authority and control in this situation. They've seen what's been going on, and they are taking a stand. They're rising to somebody's defense in this situation, and they're preserving, okay, this growth, this new beginning, this financial opportunity, and potentially, you know, a business, you know, something that was being grown, developed, you know, and was interfered with, right? They're really coming in to help somebody secure this, right? So interesting dynamic. Again, with this coming in, the King of Pentacles with the Emperor, this could be a Taurus that you're dealing with, really strong Taurus energy, but Aries is there too. We also have Pisces, Cancer energy, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And right here we have a Knight of Cups. Okay, so water sign energy. We've pretty much got everybody here on the board for the most part. So we do have some kind of advance coming forward here as well with the Knight of Cups. Somebody making an emotional offer. And you know, yeah, somebody is learning about this, though. They're learning about how somebody made an emotional offer in a particular direction. And this could involve an Empress, okay? This could be you playing the role of Empress in this situation. You may be the partner, okay, of the Emperor who is finding out about a friend that made some kind of romantic offer to their person, okay? And this is what caused an ending in this situation, all right? Or this could be the reality of you finding out that somebody is already in a committed relationship. And in some way, this affects a business, a group dynamic, something where money changes hands, okay? This could be like, it could even be like an office affair, you know, something along these lines where something got messy. But there's definitely this piece of familiarity there, friendship, loyalty. It's a work situation. There was a lot of cohesion here, and people really felt like more like a family. It's not just like, you know, a superficial situation. There's a sense of real camaraderie here, and that's been disrupted. But somebody is coming in to straighten this mess out and stand up for what's right, and do be on the lookout for that. All right. I don't know why. Let me look at this card to just see how will it turn out for Leo. This is good. Okay. So where your finances need to be preserved, or where you were promised a certain promotion or a certain opportunity or a certain growth, look, it's coming in, okay? So you're going to have what you need to get to the other side of this. And you could have an Emperor really going to bat for you, or investing in you, or helping you out in this situation, so you don't miss out on what should rightfully be yours. I'm glad I looked at that card.